Hey guys, welcome to Code Templar. Today is day 5 of FAANG Series, and today we'll be solving another Leetcode problem, count substrings with k frequency characters. So let's jump to the questions first. So you'll be given a string and you will be given a value k. You have to return the total number of substrings of string s where at least one character basically is repeated k times. So let's check example 1. You can see ABAC is the string given to you. If the output is 4 here, and how is it so? You can see that ABA, in this character A is being repeated twice. Similarly, ABAC, the character is repeated, character A is basically repeated twice. ABACB, similarly A is being repeated twice, and another one is BACB, B is being repeated twice. Okay, so here the output is 4. Let's check example 2. So you are given a string A, B, C, D, E, and the k value is 1. So here, what are the possible substring of this particular string? Okay, so you will see A, B, C, D, E is one of these is one of the possibilities. A, B, then A, B, C, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E. If you'll go B, C, B, C, D, B, C, D, E. Similarly, for C, C, D, C, D, E, and for D, D, E. So you will see how many characters are possible, how many substrings are possible. So if we'll count this, the output is basically 15. Let's jump to approach first. Okay, so brute force approach is that you run two loops and you create substrings, and for each substring you check the frequency of each character, and if any substring satisfies that one of their character frequency is equal or greater than k, then you increase the output value basically, and you return the output at the end. But the time complexity of this solution is order of n square. Okay, and there's an overhead of calculating frequency of each substring. Okay, so we will be solving this in order of n time complexity. Let's see how we will be solving this. So one thing you should always keep in mind, solving this kind of questions, basically you should always think of solving this problem via sliding window approach. Okay, so let's say there are two variables, left and right. Basically left and right keeps the track of window size. Okay, window size which starts with left and ends with right index. Okay, and let's output will be storing the output number of substrings. Basically let's keep min counter. This variable is basically responsible for storing that within that substring how many unique character whose frequency is equal or greater than k. Okay, so initially it will be 0. Let's initialize left and right with 0, and this frequency array will be responsible for storing the frequency of each character. Okay, so initially when the left and the right value is 0, basically a, both left and right is pointing to this character. So what I did, I store the frequency of a, which is 1. Does it satisfy the condition? No. Then what we are going to do, we are going to increase the window size. Okay, so our right value becomes 1. Okay, and b, so we will increase the frequency of b to 1. Does it satisfy k equals to 2? No. So basically I'm going to increase once again the window size 2. Now the substring, now the window size basically is having a character whose frequency is frequency is basically is equal or greater than k. Okay, so I am going to append, I'm going to update this value to 1 because as of now only one character a is having frequency k. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, so I have the window size, I have the window which starts with 0th index and ends with 2. Okay, so if a is the window which satisfy this condition where one of its character is having frequency k, then whatever I am going to update, whatever I am going to append in this string will also satisfy this condition. Hana. So let's say if ABA satisfies this condition, then ABAC also satisfies this condition. Similarly, ABACB also satisfies this condition. Okay. So are you getting some inference what we are doing? So when any window satisfies our condition, then what I'm going to do? Considering our substring starts with A and having this window size, any character we are appending that will also satisfy this k condition, then what's the total number of substrings possible? If you see, length minus right. What is length over here? Length is basically 5. What's the right value? 2, 3. If you see, 3 of this string is basically satisfying this condition. And what I'm going to do with the 3? I'm going to update it into the output value. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now, since starting with A, I have added all the substring which satisfy this k equals to 2 condition. Then I am going to shift my window. Now I am going to check with B character. Okay, so if I'm going to shift my window, I'm going to update the left. And if I'm shifting my window, then I am going to decrease the frequency which I'm not going to consider. So since I have removed A, I am going to decrease its frequency 1. Now when and right is pointing here, so basically right now window size is BA. Okay, if I am decreasing the frequency, does mean CTR will be 1 only? No, since since now this basically doesn't satisfy k equals to 2, so I am going to decrease once again. Why I am decreasing? Because now the frequency of A is 1, which is less than k. I mean the window size, basically the BA window size is not satisfying this condition. That's why I have decreased the mean CTR value. Okay. Now what I'm going to do the next? I'm going to increase the window size. So let's increase the right. Now BAC is my window size. Okay. Um, when BAC is the window size, I'm going to add C in the frequency array and its frequency will be 1. Does any of the characters satisfies k greater k condition? No. Then what I'm going to do, I'm again going to increase the window size. Let's increase the window size. Now B becomes 2. Again B is 2, which is equals to k. I'm going to update the mean CTR. Means there is one character in the window which satisfy k condition. Okay. Now B A C B is the window. Is there any character on the right hand side which I can append? No, there is no character. So length minus right, which is basically 4, is 1. Okay, so there are only one string, which is basically the window, which is possible right now. If okay, so I am going to update it in the output array. Now my output becomes 4. Okay, BACB. Okay, now I cannot now again shift window towards right. Now check. Now my window become ACB basically. And if I'm removing B, then I am going to decrease the size, okay, frequency basically. ACB. Does ACB satisfy this condition? No. Now 3. If I am doing 3, then basically 0. Now the window size is CB. Does it satisfy? No. Now let's 4. Do it 4. I'm removing C, so the frequency becomes 0, and B. None of the conditions satisfy, and since left and right value becomes equals to length, so I'm going to stop this condition, and the output possible here is 4. Okay, output here is 4. So basically what we are going to do, we are going to initially find the window with satisfied k condition, and we have to do length minus right. Okay, because length minus right means any character which I'm appending at the end of the window, that is also going to satisfy the condition. So basically that number of substrings is possible. Let's jump to code so that you will have a clear picture of this. Okay, this is my Leetcode submission. Okay, let me explain you through this Leetcode code. So I have initialized left and right. Left and right will basically be pointing to the window initial index and the end index. Okay, and valid count is basically will be having the count of character which is having frequency k or greater than k in that particular window. Okay, so and by CTR is basically the output. It will be storing the number of substrings. Okay, right less than length, this is the base condition. Okay, what I'm doing when I'm increasing the right, what I'm doing basically, I am increasing the window size. Okay, so initially if you'll see, let's uh, for the time being, let's ignore the valid count while loop. So if you'll see in the outer loop, what I'm doing, I'm increasing the right count, right variable basically, and I'm updating the frequency. When I'm increasing the right, it means I'm increasing the window size. Okay, and I'm updating the valid count once I found that the frequency of any character is greater than or equals to k. Okay, now when valid count becomes greater than 0, it means we have found a window who is satisfying the condition, and so no matter whatever I'm appending, that will also be a valid substring. Okay, that's why CTR plus equals to length minus right. Okay, so right is basically the window last index, and no matter whatever I'm appending in the window, that will also be a valid substring. Okay, so CTR, so I'm updating the number of substring. Now I am shifting the window when I have once I have like once I have already calculated the number of substring based on that particular window, then I will shift the window towards right. Okay, that's why I have increased the left value, and as well as I'm decreasing the frequency of the character which was at left index. Okay, and if like any of the frequency becomes k minus 1, then I am decreasing the valid count. Means I'm removing the count of that character which was greater than k initially. Okay, so this is the code, and this is a very simple code. If you see, the we are using two loop, but if you do the dry run, you will find that we are actually traversing only once, and hence the odd time complexity of this code is order of n. And since we are not using any space, so the space complexity will going to be remain as order of 1. Okay, so this is the end of this. um, Thank you. If you have any doubt, please comment on the comment section, and I will reply.